the new supply. Are they better than you? You shouldn't be thinking like that. Also, you shouldn't be comparing yourself. But I know this video caught your eye. We're going to talk about this in the video. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about how soon the narcissist actually gets bored of this new supply of theirs. Yes, we're going to be talking about this, my friends, and I know, like what I said, this video has caught your eye, but there's some things that we're going to talk about in this video. Just some things for you to consider. Okay, but before we get into the video, just to let you know that I do go live on this channel once a week. And if you have any questions or there's something on your mind, you know that we can answer your question. Also, I would say join the live because actually it's a really fun space to be. It's a fun, safe, contained space. I know it's online, but you know what? We have some really lovely community members who I know that you will look after you. So if you want more details, please see the description box. Also, I would say check the community tab too. So my friends, we're going to be talking about how soon the narcissist actually gets bored of their new supply. Now, first of all, let's just look at, right, before I get into that, right, let's just look at actually what new supply or what supply actually is. Supply for the narcissist is all about getting their needs met, someone who is compliant, someone who is patient, someone who is going to, you know, just do everything that the narcissist wants them to do. So that really is what actually the supply is. It's not about some love affair. This person has fallen in love. You know, the narcissist has found their soulmate, you know, although they make everyone believe that that is exactly what that is all about. But really, if you think about it, it's not, it's about getting needs met. This isn't about some love affair, some fairy tale love story. That's not what this is. And I know for a lot of us, we could be seeing this, and this is the illusion. This is the narcissistic illusion. This is what they make us believe, that actually that they are, or they want this fairy tale love. You know, on one hand, they want that. On one hand, they want this love affair, this fairy tale. But actually, they don't know how to maintain that. They don't know how to make that happen. They don't know how to make it something that is sustainable and that has longevity, because narcissists are not able to do that because they have this attachment disorder and they cannot make that work. So really, that's what the supply actually is. So if we're thinking about how soon they actually get bored of it, well, this all depends on the new supply, whether this person is going to be able to supply the narcissist with their needs getting met. So whether they're going to be compliant, whether they're going to be there for the narcissist and be able to, you know, comply to their whims, to their needs, to their wants. And if you think about it, this really is all about actually how compliant the new supply is towards the narcissist, which determines how long this relationship or this dynamic really is going to last. Because it's really about whether the new supply really listens to the narcissist, whether they do what the narcissist wants them to do, how patient and compassionate they are. Patient meaning that they are that they have got time for the narcissist, they've got time to be in this cycle, how quickly they work the narcissist out, how they understand their behaviors. Because look, you know, there's a lot of empathetic individuals there, but there are empaths who have boundaries. So if they figure out that the narcissist is all about getting, you know, their needs met, getting something from that person, and they are aware that something like this is going on, then this person isn't going to stick around. Similar, like if this person is very kind, compassionate, patient, then they're going to be very patient with the narcissist, which means that this relationship will basically stretch out and be longer than what it needs to be. It really just depends on the person and how quickly they are able to understand and see this dynamic with the narcissist. It's not about the narcissist getting bored. It's about the partner, the supplier, the victim, the target. Similar like how it was with you. If you think about it, like how quick was it for you to work out that the narcissist is actually someone who is toxic, someone who is an energy vampire, who just takes from you but doesn't give anything back? It was at that point that you then realized that you didn't want to give any more of yourself. You didn't want to give any more of that supply, which is when the narcissist realizes that actually, something is different here. So I have to adjust. I have to adjust my behaviors, which is exactly what the narcissist does. They adjust themselves actually to you. And it's only at that point where they don't want to adjust themselves anymore do they devalue, and then they leave at that point in the cycle. But you know they're going to come back. Like, you know, the next part of it is about them coming back. So this really depends on what point, or where you are within this cycle, and whether the narcissist wants to continue doing this, whether they are going to continue, you know, punishing, pulling you back in, because that also is about, you know, where you are within that cycle, because they're not going to always come back, because they're not always going to want to get you back, simply because if you are not complying, if you are not playing ball with them, then they're just going to be like, I'm not going to do this because this is going to be too difficult. You remember, a narcissist wants everything easy, and that's really what you have to consider. And if the new supply is at that point where they are just, it's done, or they see through it quicker than what they're supposed to, then this relationship isn't going to last. It really, really just depends on how compliant the new supply is and whether they realize. Also, added to the fact that if the narcissist has this new supply, they are going to have secondary supplies. They're going to have secondary individuals who are going to be able to supply the narcissist with that unwavering attention and validation that the narcissist is always looking for. So also this depends on whether they have good sources of secondary people that are going to be able to give the narcissist that little thing that they need. Because remember, these secondary people that the narcissist has around them, they cannot supply what a primary one can. So if they're with a primary and they're new, then this all depends on how valuable or how strategic the narcissist is with the secondary supply. They might have even found a secondary person. It might be that. So it could be that if this person is a secondary person, then they're not going to stay with this person for long, or they're not going to invest so much, depending also if they have other secondary individuals around them. So this really depends on where they fit in with all this infrastructure of the narcissist. Like, are they primary supply? Are they secondary supply? And how many people, or how many secondary people does the narcissist have? Where does this person fit in? You see, you're not going to be able to know this simply from looking at their social media, like watching them. And you're not going to know like simply by like listening or talking to friends, because they're not going to know. It really just depends on the narcissist and where they have placed value and interest, you know, with this person. But the other thing I wanted to say in this video is, does it really matter how quickly the narcissist gets bored of this supply? This really shouldn't be your concern. Do you know why I'm saying that? I know, look, I know. We've all been there. I get it. And we get obsessed, we get hooked on wanting to know. Because that's what we are, as human nature. Of course, we love this person, or we've loved them, or we kind of still love them in secret, but we're never going to say that. Anyway, so you just want to know. You want to know if that person, the new person, is better than you. Do you know what? It's not even about that. It's about compliance. It's about serving. It's not even about whether they're prettier, more handsome, better looking, got more money. It's none of those things. Yeah, that helps, like if they're better, if they're good looking and they've got money, but it's not the only thing. It's not the thing that the narcissist is looking for. They're looking for compliance. So you've got to stop comparing yourself, because it's not, you don't need to compare yourself to this person, because this person, this new supply, is going to be in the same position that you are, and it's going to hurt too, because you were there too, and the people before knew this was going to happen, like you know this is going to happen to that new person. But it's not really about whether they are better than you, because they're not. They're probably really kind, compassionate, empathetic like you. And probably if you knew them in another capacity, you'd probably be good friends. But, you know, this isn't about whether they're better, you know, whether you comparing yourself to them. Because this person is unfortunate too. They have hopes and dreams of wanting this relationship to go a certain way, but it's not. It's not going to go like that. And we know that. So I would say pull your energy back. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about what's going on with them. It's about doing this in stages. And I know it's really hurtful. These things are. But it helps us grow as individuals, you know, emotionally, spiritually even, psychologically, resilient. And that's how we've got to look at it. This is happening for us, not to us. It's about to help us to grow, to see this from a different light, to see this in a different way. You can do this and you will move forward from this. If you are someone who is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. And if you're interested, please see the description box below. I've also got a mentorship program and a journal club. If you're interested, please see the description box below. This would be a great resource, you know, alongside any other therapeutic intervention that you've got, counseling or therapy. This would be a great resource to get alongside that. And also I do have the Discord server, which is absolutely free for you to join. It is a great peer support system and it's absolutely free. So if you're interested, please see the description box for more details. Guys, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.